So welcome back. Today we are going to learn about how to create a stored procedure. So a stored procedure is a precompiled SQL code that can be reused. So here in MySQL, I'm going to create a procedure such that we can use that procedure. So first of all, I'm going to show you a pre-created database, that is demo3. I'm using this database demo3. So I have a pre-existing table here. So I'm going to show you this table here. Select star from student 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to run this query such that you will be having some knowledge regarding what my contents of the table are. So we have ID followed by roll number, name and address. These are the 4 attributes we have in this particular table. So I'm proceeding with creating my procedure here. So I'm going to start the syntax here for creating the procedure. So first of all, I have already created the table and inserted values into the table. So check into the table there. So I'm going to start the syntax for creating the procedure. So first one, delimiter space slash slash. So I'm going to create procedure get student. So I'm going to create a procedure get student. So the name of the procedure is get student. So I have given get student followed by begin. I'm going to select star from student 123. So here the intention of using the procedure is I want to retrieve all the entries of the student from the table student 123 when I call this particular procedure name get student. So that is the intention. So I'm going to end here and followed by delimiter space followed by semicolon. So as a whole, I'm going to run this particular procedure here, starting with delimiter. So the name of the procedure is get student. Okay, the name of the procedure is get student. When you are calling this procedure, you are going to retrieve out all the values present in the table student 123. So that is the intention here. So I'm going to run this code. So get student already existed in my table, so I'm going to change my name of the procedure here, get student 1. Okay, get student 1. So I'm simply going to run this code. So a procedure got created successfully, you can see it here. So after that I'm going to call the procedure. So the syntax for calling the procedure is simply call followed by get student, name of the procedure, get student 1. Okay, followed by semicolon. So here I'm going to simply call get student procedure here. So I have called the get student procedure. So if procedure got executed, I can see select star from student query got executed internally. So I'm going to retrieve all the values present in the table. So this is the procedure to create a procedure, stored procedure, and also we can use the call the stored procedure. So I'm proceeding with another syntax here, how to create a stored procedure which is going to take in arguments. Okay, so again I'm starting with the syntax like delimiter. Okay, delimiter space slash slash delimiter. So I'm going to create another procedures upon same table. Create procedure get student by roll number. So this is the name of the procedure what I am going to give. Get student by roll number. Remember the name of the procedure, get student by roll number, which is going to take in an argument in, okay, in the argument name is student student roll number followed by, it is of type integer, so I'm going to give a type of integer. So this is the procedure here. So create procedure, get student by roll number, in input parameter, input argument, student roll number int. So such that when you are calling this procedure, it is going to take in one argument, that is roll number of the student, which is of type integer. So I will rather go with the ID because I have given as that is as a integer, so I will be going with the student ID. Okay, student ID is the argument of which is of integer type. So I will go with the name of the procedure also, get student by ID. Okay, get student by ID followed by, I'm going to begin my procedure here, begin. Okay, select star from student, the student 1 to 3. So where the ID of the student, so id is equal to some 12, say. So id is equal to the argument, you should pass the where address equal to, where id equal to the argument what you are going to give in the procedure, get student by id. So student id, so you have to mention here student id. So this is the name given as an argument to student id. So the procedure gets student by id. Okay, so followed by, I'm going to end here the procedure and delimiter space semicolon. So I'm going to try run this particular procedure here. Once again, let me explain you. This is the syntax for delimiter, create procedure, get student by id. I'm going to retrieve student by his id. So select start from student. This procedure is going to take in one argument, that is I'm going to pass in a particular student id as an argument. When I give a particular id of the student, suppose if I have given 12 as an argument, it is going to retrieve this particular row. Okay, so 12, roll number is 23b, the name is ch, the address is bvrm. So let us run this particular procedure. So you have an error in SQL syntax. So the syntax error is here, delimiter create procedure student. Okay, I have forgotten to give semicolon here. So select star from student followed by a semicolon. Okay, there id equal to student id. Yes. Okay, this is a continuation of a statement, so I shouldn't break here. So where id equal to, I'll be continuing this statement right here, student id. I'm going to take this out. So select star from student where id equal to student id. So this is the syntax here. So delimiter, I'm trying to run the procedure once again. We have one more error here, select star from student, maybe where 1 2 3, where id equal to student id. So the problem is, here we have created a procedure here with already existing name such that there is a duplication of a procedure. So such that I'm changing the name of the procedure to get student by ID 1. Okay, let us see. So we have successfully created a procedure here, create procedure student ID. Okay, so let me call this procedure using an argument. Okay, so call space get student by ID. So I have to give an argument here. So I have an existing record with an ID of 12. So I'm going to give that ID of 12 as an argument to it. So call the procedure. So if I call the procedure, you can see ID, name and address of the student, but the rows are not displayed here. Let me check. As you can see, I'm going to run this particular student get student ID 1. This is the procedure call. So I'm going to run it once again. So as you see, ID, roll number, name and address of one record, that is ID of 12 got retrieved. So call student by ID 1. This is the name of the procedure what we have given. So let me once again explain you. We have created a procedure here starting with delimiter call get student 1. This is the procedure. We are going to create a procedure here, create procedure get student by ID 1. So int student ID. So int select start from student where ID equal to student ID. So after running the delimiter, we are going to call the procedure get student by ID 1. So this is the way how we are going to create a procedure and call the procedure in MySQL database. Thank you.